Hey guys, the witching season is among us, and if you want to see how I made this Oogie Boogie Man, then stay tuned. The video is coming right up. And there's also something very special about this guy. Check this out. He glows in the dark. How cool is that? It is much brighter than this camera is showing, trust me. Take my word on it. I don't know why that's happening, but the brightest stones you see, the whole thing is that color. So stay tuned for this creepy creation. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm super excited about this one. I'm working on a 11 by 14 canvas. I'm already screwing up. 11 by 14 canvas. I have a piece of cardboard shoved up its rear and it's taped off. I put the cardboard back there for support because resin can be heavy, especially for the project I'm about to do. It's going to have a lot of weight on it. So, next holiday coming up is Halloween. And I am super excited for what I found. Look at this. Glow in the dark rocks. Isn't that awesome? So, what better than a Halloween wall painting? You go into the stores, you see these paintings. They're, you know, little skulls that if you look at it a certain way, it turns into a woman. They want like 50 bucks. How about we make a cheap one? 2 of these were $5. The rocks were $2.99. I'm going to put a base of black acrylic paint. You could get that for $1. Glitters, they have them at the dollar store. And you can buy a small kit of resin at Michael's for, if you have a coupon, roughly $9. And it will be plenty to do this plus another one. So, what I need to do first is paint the base black. So what I'm going to do is use my Dilutions, and that is called Black Marble, to just paint the base black really quick, if I can open it. These paints are sold online, I'll link them, and they are also sold in Michael's, Hobby Lobby, places like that. They're sold primarily for art journaling, but in the end it's an acrylic paint and you can use it. I haven't used mine in a while, so it has a lot of crust around the rim of it. What I'm going to do is get a couple of cups to prop up my canvas. I really want to get a set of those cake snakes off Amazon eventually. I keep forgetting to get them, but they would be a big help. Besides, it'd be better than wasting these cups. And I know I could reuse them to hold things, or to even most of the time use for resin, but they're just a pain to clean off and all that. Okay, get my little itty bitty level. That's telling me my canvas is way off. So it's got to go up over here. So let me try another cup there. Perfect. You have to make sure you do this or else your resin is going to go whichever way it's not level. And I'll be honest with you, I forget to do it a lot, and that's bad. So I'm just going to get my brush here and I'm trying to find a wide one that doesn't have gold leaf in it. It's got silver leaf in the bristles. I bought some new brushes here. Here, we'll use this one. I bought these just Fine Touch. They're from Hobby Lobby. Nothing special. All-purpose brush set. So here we go. Guess what? My paint is dried up. On to the next best thing. Wow, I didn't realize it was that old. Time to go through my stuff, I guess. Alright, I have some Mars Black by Artist Loft. We'll go with that one. See if that's any better. Alright, here we go. I'm not worried about brush strokes. 90% of this is going to be covered up. Actually, probably 99.9%. The only spot you're really going to see is through the eyes of the skull. And even then I may do something. You might not even see that. Alright, so I'm going to continue to paint this. I'm going to dry it really quick with my heat gun, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So, I've painted, I've dried. It may be a little tacky in some spots, but that's fine. I'm going to work on my skull first anyway. So, here we go. So I think I want to have him coming out of the corner over here. So what I'm going to do is dump a bunch of rocks right in this area. You need a nice thick layer of rocks to do this. Just a little bit more. What I want to do is have the jaw start down here. I'm wondering, I'm probably going to need a piece of tape here to hold it so I can get those rocks right in the corner. I'll probably need tape all through the whole piece, actually. Let me put this piece on first. Alright, so now I can get right in that corner, get it nice and rounded off. What I'm attempting to do is make an oblong circle kind of shape, and then I'm going to remove some rocks where the eyes and mouth should be, or nose, I'll say. And it's funny because I did this once already, and it was much easier to move the rocks when it wasn't painted. Like I said, still a little tacky, but I didn't want to take all night doing this, so I kind of rushed it a little bit. So one eye is going to be here. Let me start with that first, because then I'll know how much more I need to add for the head up here. And then one eye will be right here. You just want to make them somewhat circular and the same size. Okay, so now I know I definitely need more rocks up in this area. These are a little challenging to work with because they're bigger pieces. Let me put the nose in. Want it to cut in a little tiny bit by where the jaw starts. So what I'm going to do is continue to play with this until I get it how I want it, and then I will bring you guys back. Just continue to work on it until you get the shape that you like. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My skull idea didn't work out. So now I have some kind of a screaming monster, and it looks very childish, we'll say, and that's being kind. But I'm gonna make it work. It's a Halloween decoration. It's meant to be funny and corny. It's not going into a gallery, so it's meant to have a good time with. So I have my resin mixed up, okay? And the reason why I have the mouth shaped like this is because I'm hoping to put some white, angry looking, snarling mouth lines in there when it's done. So, I have my resin mixed up. And what I want to do is take some of the clear and just drizzle it down the center of the rocks. Sorry, I was thinking about saying something different. Not saying something different. I'm wondering if this clear is going to make these rocks not glow in the dark. I guess I'm going to find out, right? To be safe, I'm going to outline it with the clear in hopes that it will go underneath it, underneath the rocks. So I didn't even think about that. If I have to though, when it's all said and done, I could always add some more rocks on top of that section there. And have them not be under any resin. We'll find out together. I will do the guinea pigging for you guys. I'm just trying to put a really thin line around those. The other colors are going to seep underneath anyway, so this very well could be a waste of time, but just to be safe. Plus I want a little bit of that black to show through maybe. I guess we'll see how it goes. I definitely want it in the mouth area. And then the two eyeballs. And the two eyeballs. These rocks were a pain to situate on the canvas because they're not really like really small like the other type. They're a little bit chunkier, so moving them was a little challenging. And I'll be honest with you, I had you guys on pause for probably close to a half hour doing this little tiny bit. My skull just was looking very deformed, so I decided not to go with that plan. All right, so I'm going to mix up some black, some iridescent green, some purple, and then I'm going to put some clear in a cup just in case I need it for a different color. And then over on the side here, I have a little painting that I need to put a thin layer of resin on. So I'm going to keep this to the side for that. First, I'm going to go with the black. I'm using Resin Midnight Black epoxy paste, which I am officially out of. I'm out of my white and black, so I'm going to have to get some more. They have to order it. You just want to mix it up really good. Scrape your stick because there is some on the end of the stick that doesn't mix in unless you scrape it off into the resin. And the iridescent green is by Perfetto Paints. It's actually a white, or a pearl I should say, that has a green shimmer in it. And I thought that would look pretty. I'm going to put some of that in there. And I'm thinking for this one, I'm not going to do defined lines. I'm going to kind of let them blend together. I'm going to go out of my comfort zone. And try something different here. Okay. And then for the purple, I guess I'm going to use just a basic metallic purple by Deco Art. We'll go with Purple Pearl. Purple Pearl. It's a metallic. Always make sure that these paints are stirred up really good before you use them, because you don't know how long they've been sitting on this shelf. I physically go in there and mix it up, because shaking when it's a brand new bottle, there's not a lot of room for it to move. So I first mix it, then I'll shake it. Okay. I just put way too much paint in that one. That'll be marshmallow in 2.5 seconds. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to put some black down first, right around the body. Right, then right up against that, I'm going to do that iridescent green. I totally missed that. It went right down the side. Ready? Then the purple. The purple, I'm going to start up here before this really closes off. I'm going to kind of draw a line down this way. And then all right, some more black. And kind of just outlining each color as I go. If that makes any type of sense. Okay, now I'm going to do work on this area, or now I'll do it the same thing again. I'm just going to keep true to what I'm doing. Okay. Some black. Okay. And purple. I'm going to add a little more resin to this black. I need more black. It's starting to get really hot, so I have to start working quick here. That one. to fill this in down here. I want to forget about this guy. What happened here? Did I really forget that area? Wow. I'm a jewel, I'll tell you. I'm a gem. Just gonna hopefully be able to mix a little tiny more purple. I don't know, it may seize on me as soon as I stir it here. And I put a ton of paint in there too. That's bad. Let's see if I can get it out. That should be good. Now, while I have a little bit of resin here, I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm going to pour some clear on this. This is just me coating a very thin canvas board. And I'm going to slide my hand over it. The resin is very hot. So I have to do this now. I'm sorry about that. Let me get this out of here also. Okay, there we go. Super, super thin coat on this because I want to do another layer on top of it. I'm going to put in some trees and stuff. This is alcohol ink, by the way, that I did, guys. Little valley scene there. It's a lot of fun. Thanks to Miriam's Nature for that one. I watched a video and it was like I was doing a class with her. I think it came out pretty good for once. You know, it was my first try, so but I did pretty good. Alcohol inks are not easy to blend when you're using multiple colors like that. So I was pretty stoked with the results. But anyway, I wanted to have a nice clear layer on there so that I can put some trees and have it look like it's a little raised, almost 3D-ish, you know. But I had to do that before my resin got too hot, so I apologize. I am done now. I have my homemade cake snakes, my ghetto cake snakes. Those are my new preps. Alright, so let me take my gloves off, blow this around a little bit, and figure out what we're going to do next. I see now the stones are black underneath from the black, so I may have to put another layer. I'm not sure. Let me move it a little bit. Just so it's not so uniform, you know. It'll take a second for the heat gun to heat up and start working. It may be too late already. Oh, here we go. I wanted it to look like wispy, almost. There we go. You know what it is? The paint, the acrylic paint is getting thick before the rest of it. So it's not, the black isn't going over the top of it the way I want it to. It's okay. We'll figure it out. There we go. All right. Oh, right here, sorry. Okay, guys. What we're going to do is let this cure overnight. Okay, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do some fun designs in this thing. All right, so I want to thank you for watching. I will take you in for a close-up. Hold on. Quick close-up before I run out of time. I think it's going to look good and spooky when we're done. Damn glare. Oh, I can't stand it. We got a nice mouth shape there. I think it's going to be really cool. So I want to thank you for watching. And tune in for part 2. Have a great night and happy pouring. Okay guys, I'm back. So, what we have now is, sorry about that, I'm just trying to get you perfect. Everything's dry, and the next thing I'm going to do is fix some areas I don't like. What happened was the resin got too hot on me, and I tried to pour a couple of clear circles to add some interest later on in the piece, and it didn't really work the way I wanted it to. Then I tried to pull a piece of hair or something out here, and it was like literally got solid as I was lifting it up. It was so hot. So, and then I have a little string of resin right here, so I'm going to cover that up. But so far, I love this area here. I love this area in here. So I'm just going to add a few more colors, the same colors, but a few more lines in here, blow them around, and maybe add in some of the green extra fine glitter that I have. Or if I don't use that, maybe the white. I'm thinking the white might go better actually. So I love, love, love this iridescent green color. It goes so perfectly with that black. So the first thing I want to do is I just want to put some clear on my monster, because in a little bit I'm going to put some more of these rocks on top so that I know for sure I will have glow-in-the-dark rocks. Right now they are a little dull, and some of them have black under them, so I'm not sure if they're gonna show good. So what I'm going to do is just drizzle, lightly drizzle some of the resin just all over the monster. And then when I'm done with the painting for the day, I will throw those on last. I don't know what kind of monster this is. I just know that it's a monster. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so now I'm going to get my gloves on really quick. When I work on small pieces, I don't know why this is, but I tend to think, well, I won't get it on my hands. I don't need the gloves. But then I always do. So, gloves it is. Alrighty, first color I'm going to mix up is some more of the iridescent green. Not much, probably like a quarter of this little Dixie cup. When I make geodes, I like to use extra pigment in the resin to help it thicken up a little quicker. Sometimes it bites me in the ass though, because it thickens up way too quick. So you gotta kind of find the happy medium. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is just this area here, re-pour some more lines. I think that would help a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do about these clear spots that I made just yet, but I will figure it out eventually. So I'm going to start from right here. And I'm just going where those imperfections are. And then I know I want a little more down here also. I'm kind of trying to go with the flow. Okay, I'm not going to touch this side because I'm happy with it. Now the next color I will do will be black. Again, I'm using the Resin Midnight Black Paste, epoxy paste. You don't need a lot of this stuff. A little goes a long way. I just covered the tip of the stick a little bit, and that is plenty, as you can see. Probably too much. All right, so Okay, and then the next one will be the black, or the purple, I'm sorry. And for that one, I'm using, again, the Deco Art Purple Pearl metallic paint. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to put a little more black over here, just to fill in these couple of areas. It's hard to balance it out because I don't want too much black and I don't want too much purple. So and I don't want to waste resin, so gonna add a little tiny bit more of that white down here in the corner and maybe up through here. I just realized I forgot this whole section right here. I think I saw that. Alright, I'll have to mix up a little bit more. Let me just get this white out of here first. I'm just gonna get a little more black. That one section, and then I'm gonna heat it and move it around. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm going to heat it, and then I'm going to worry about glitter. All right, there we go. Get it nice and hot, okay? Then go in for the kill, just like that. And you will get cells. Gotta get it nice and hot first, though. See the cells popping up over here? Love this area here. Don't know if it's gonna stay though. Probably not. Okay, much better. Now I can think about putting some glitter down, and it's going to be the white. I just think that will fit better than the bright green. So I have probably a tablespoon worth of resin left in here. Okay, and I'm just gonna dump a bunch in there. And the way that I know that it is to my liking is it needs to clump off of the stick when it drips, not pour. Okay, just a little, that needs a little bit more because it's, well, it's very close, put it that way. I don't want it to spread out over the colors, so that's why I want it so thick. So let's try it now. Still a little thin. Just add a little more at a time. You want it to be, if you don't want it to like blend out into the colors, you want it to be like, I'd say peanut butter almost. Say that's much better. It's now clumping off. Okay, so I know that I want to put a little tiny bit up here. We'll let it do its thing. And then I'm going to do a thin line right over here. Okay. I'm also going to do a thin line through here. Once it touches the canvas, you can kind of drag it slowly and it will form a line. Just kind of going up and down with the stick to keep the flow going. And if it breaks off like that, just go back over where it ended at first. Okay. So this is why I said this was going to be a geode-esque style, because it's not, it's got the rocks like a geode, and it's got some lines, but it's a painting, a portrait also, if you want to call it that. Alright, so now I'm just looking to see where I want it next. And I think what I'm going to do is go over here, kind of make another little line. Maybe make it a little thicker than that. Okay, and then I'm going to need some over here somewhere, so I'll start right here on the other side of the arm and kind of go up. I don't want to cover those cells. I like the way they look, so I'm going to go around them. And then I'm going to branch off of this piece here and kind of go up. Just like that. And then, let's see where else would it look pretty. Put a little tiny bit through here. Okay. So I don't want to overdo it. have a little ugly spot down here. I'll just add some in here. Kind of like a funky shape of it, not a line. Okay. And then over here, a little tiny like messed up circle shape. I don't know what you want to call that, but we'll put it in there to cover that spot. There was a bad spot there too. Well, it would have been cool if I planned like a cobweb kind of thing. That would have been cool. But anyway, I didn't. So this is where I just sit and stare for a second. See if there's anything else that I want to do, which I don't think I can do on this part. So now what I'm going to do is grab some of those rocks. And I'm not going to do this whole thing on camera with you because it would be quite boring. But what I'm going to do is look at these rocks that I have and try to find some smaller ones, because they're all different sizes, but a majority of them are bigger chunks. So I'll go and find like little tiny ones like this and put them right on top, just to ensure I get some glow here and there. Who knows, they may all glow anyway, but I want to be safe. I've never used these before, so I don't know. We're learning together. So I'm just going to kind of place them on top like that, let them stick into that resin, hopefully, that I put down. If there isn't enough, I'm going to space them out enough to where I'll be able to pour it in between them in the next layer. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna see, that's like really big. So I'll put that to the side. Get some of these bigger ones out of my hand. So I'm just gonna go around now. That's gonna be the end of this video, guys. I wanna thank you all for your support and dedication to my videos. I really, really do appreciate it, more than you know. And if there are any questions or comments or tips you want to share, leave them below. Make sure you subscribe if you like my videos and you aren't already subscribed. What else do I want to tell you guys? I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I have my email linked below. All that information you guys need, plus products that are linked. I do earn a very tiny percentage from Amazon when you order through my links. It is very tiny, but every little bit helps, so I appreciate it. I know some of you have been ordering through my links, and it helps. It builds up, and it's really, really helpful. I know a lot of you want to see me try stone coat and all that, so keep ordering through those links. I'll get there soon enough. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. I really do. And I want you all to have a blessed day. And leave your comments below. I'll see you in the next part. Happy pouring.